and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton, and today we are going to talk about one of my favorite places in Hampton, which is Buckroe, the association there, and a wonderful arts and crafts show they have planned for Arts in the Park. My guest is Cecile Trevathan. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
This is just such a great annual festival. There's just something, all arts and crafts festivals are beautiful, but when you do it at the beach, everything's better, right?
It's a wonderful location, and we're so happy to have it there overlooking the Chesapeake Bay. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's like, I guess, you know, that saying, a bad day at the beach is better than a good day anywhere else.
Exactly.
You know? It's just, it adds something, it's out in the air, it's just, you got that beautiful view.
Yes, yes, we are very fortunate to be there, and we're right on the Pavilion Park in Buckroe. So right in front of the pavilion is where we'll set up.
Now, you are from the Buckroe Improvement League.
Yes.
And you guys do a lot of, not just events, not just fun stuff, but you do a lot for the Buckroe community.
We do. We are a 501c4 nonprofit organization, and in addition to our annual Arts in the Park, we have many other activities. We hold monthly roving cleanups where we clean up a different area of Buckroe every month. We have an Adopt-A-Spot at Long Creek on 5th Street. We have 2 pet waste stations that we maintain at Buckroe Beach. We do a school supply drive, a pet food drive. We've sponsored a community yard sale for the last 2 years.
You do a lot.
We do a lot. We're a small group, but we're very busy and we get a lot done, and we have fun doing it.
That is important, and
Yes.
it brings neighbors together, which is, you know, a wonderful benefit. And even if that's the direct cause, you know, that's a good thing. We all need to know our neighbors, rely on our neighbors, be a community.
And we are in Buckroe. We really are a community.
Let's talk then about the Arts in the Park. You guys have done this for several years. What year is this?
7.
Okay.
7 years. And the event has evolved. We have partnered, in the beginning we partnered with the Noblemen Association, so our event has evolved in many ways. For the last 2 years we've also partnered with an event organizer who has helped us because the Buckroe Improvement League is a small group, and putting an event on like this is a lot of work, and it's very labor intensive.
And it's detailed.
It's very detailed.
Yeah.
So we're working with an event organizer the last 2 years for event planning, and she has helped to sign up the artists and take care of those details.
That's wonderful. And you guys do, this is not a poster, this is the original painting, but you guys have an artist who designs the poster, logo, theme, whatever you want to call it, for that year. You want to tell us about this at all?
Sure. This year's art was donated by a local artist here in Hampton. His name is Will Langdon. He is he's a handyman by trade, immensely talented. He just started painting a couple of years ago.
You're kidding.
No. And he is amazing. He usually does, he's a surfer also, and he does amazing surf type artwork also. And he donated the artwork this year, and our artwork almost always has an element of Buckroe in it. So obviously this year it's the lighthouse.
Now let's talk about that though, because there are people who don't know where that lighthouse came from.
Oh, okay.
Because it's been a while and a lot of people are new to the community. So what is the significance of the lighthouse in that park?
Well, this little lighthouse isn't an actual lighthouse, although it does have a working light, but it was part of the Buckroe Beach amusement park. It was within the amusement park. And the city, thankfully, left it standing after the amusement park was taken down. So it really is an iconic symbol of Buckroe.
It really is,
and
yeah.
people from Buckroe relate to it.
Okay. What kind of arts and crafts or food vendors, you know, what will we find at this event? And I don't think I've asked the date yet either.
The date is September 9th, Saturday, September 9th from 10 to 6. We will have all sorts of artwork out there. Everything is handmade though, so we'll have mixed media, painting, photography, pottery, weaved goods, baskets,
Jewelry.
Yes, everybody loves the jewelry.
That sounds wonderful.
All sorts, more than you can imagine.
So will there be food vendors?
Yes,
Okay.
we'll have 3 to 4 food vendors, and they're unusual type food vendors. You know that the food trucks are so popular nowadays. And in the past, last year, a big hit was barbecue nachos. So I think
Interesting.
they were amazing.
Oh,
so we'll
wow.
have several different food vendors and something for everybody.
Okay, Cecile, is this free or is there an admission fee for this?
No admission fee. One of the goals of the Buckroe Improvement League is to host free family-friendly events at Buckroe. So it's all free.
Well, and I want to thank you for having this after Labor Day because it extends sort of the summer season. It brings people to the beach even when it's not in, that high summer season. Because it's, frankly, people have plenty of reasons to go to the beach now. Parking is a challenge. They're running a shuttle. I mean, I think Buckroe Beach was a well-kept secret for a while. And with there more and more going there, more people living there, it's becoming more popular. So it's nice to have something outside that season to bring people back.
It is, and I think just even a week after Labor Day, it seems to be considerably cooler consistently.
Yeah.
So that's good for our participants and our visitors.
That sounds wonderful. Okay, is there anything you want to add before we close?
Yes, so in addition to our arts and crafts and our food vendors, we'll also have a kids area with kids activities, which are free. They're simple self-guided games, but they were a big hit last year, and those games will be manned by students from Kecoughtan's National Honor Society.
Oh, wonderful.
So it truly is a community event. Also, we also have community organizations that participate in our event. One of our big hits every year is the Buckroe Historical Society, which will have an extensive collection of Buckroe memorabilia, which is a big hit with locals and newcomers.
I think there are people who went to the amusement park and remember that Buckroe as a regional attraction. I mean, people in Richmond had some of those little houses were beach cottages that were summer cottages, and there was also, next door the Bayshore, which was a huge development back in the days of segregation. Major national jazz and blues artists played there, and so there's a little bit of an image of Buckroe now that is not quite that sort of happening beach heyday because there aren't those commercial enterprises, but it's still, what is it like living in Buckroe?
It's wonderful. There's a great sense of community. There are a lot of activities on the beach, and we're just a short walk from the beach. So it's wonderful. It's a wonderful experience, and there are a lot of different activities at the beach and at the pavilion, and right now they're renting paddle boards and jet skis.
I have not tried paddle boards, have you?
Yes, I love it. I highly recommend it. You should try it.
All right,
Yes.
I will.
May I say something
Yes,
else?
of course.
I'd also like to say that we'll have T-shirts and posters for sale with this year's artwork and previous year's artwork, and we have noticed that people are starting to come to our event
to collect.
So they're actually becoming casual collector's items.
I think that's nice, and I think it helps spread that neighborhood pride. But Buckroe is more than a neighborhood, it is a city asset. I live on the other side of town, and I still go there. So I think it's something that people throughout the city can enjoy and share, and our visitors who come here can enjoy and share as well. But you keep that neighborhood feel for locals and broaden it out to welcome the rest of us.
Yes, we're lucky to have both a neighborhood feel, but we welcome our friends from across Hampton and beyond. It is everybody's beach and park area.
Yeah, it's a special place.
It is.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and thank you for watching. I hope to see you out at Buckroe's Arts in the Park this fall. Thanks for watching.